Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So y'all, it has been a little while since I have uploaded a video. I have started working full-time, so I am getting used to my new schedule, and I've been wanting to film this video for a little while. I also have some other videos that I've been wanting to film, but again, trying to get used to a new full-time working schedule. So I'm just now getting to film this video, and I'm super excited to film because obviously it's been a little while since I have filmed, and these empties have been building up for months. I know it's been some months since I last posted an empties video, so this is actually all my empties since that last video. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. I do have a couple of empties that I know for sure didn't make it into the video because the bottles actually got ruined on those and I had to throw them away. One of those was one of the Caress body washes. It's the red bottle. It's some sort of Tahitian scent, and it has a little bit of a scrub in it. I love that body wash, and it is one that I would potentially repurchase, but not wanting to rush out to repurchase it. And then the other empty that didn't make it into the video was a bottle of the Tree Hut shaving oil, and I do not plan to repurchase that shaving oil simply because I think it's about $10 a bottle, and it doesn't really do anything special in my opinion, and I don't really want to pay that much for that product. And also, whenever I would put it on, the scent would like change whenever it would get on my skin, and it would turn into sort of like a synthetic sort of smell. Didn't enjoy that, so it's not a repurchase. But other than that, I do believe I have all the empties here since I last made an empties video. There could be something else that didn't make it into the basket. And if I happen to think of something that should have been in here that didn't make it into the basket, then I'll try to talk about it. But otherwise, we're just going to get into the video. Again, I'm excited to be filming and talking with you guys because I hadn't got to do that in a while. So yeah, so we'll get started. So the first thing is this bottle of Cotton Candy Clouds by Bath & Body Works. Love this scent. The notes on this are spun sugar, pink berries with vanilla. This just smells like a very soft cotton candy scent. I have compared this to Body Fantasies cotton candy in the past, and that one is more of a pungent, strong, very sweet cotton candy scent. This is more of a soft cotton candy scent, and this is one I would definitely repurchase in the future. Okay, so next is this Ultra Max Advanced Odor Control 3-in-1 Clear Formula Body Wash, Shampoo, and Conditioner in the scent Cool Water. This is by Arm & Hammer. So I really like Arm & Hammer products, but I didn't actually use this as a body wash. We actually ended up putting this into an empty soap bottle and just use it as a hand soap. Would I repurchase this particular bottle? I'm not sure, but as far as using the Arm & Hammer products, really like them, and will continue to purchase Arm & Hammer brand products. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this little Boba Milk Tea Lip Gloss by Be Pure. I'm trying to get the camera to focus. There we go. So this is a Boba Milk Tea lip gloss by the brand Be Color. I do think that Be Color is the same brand as Be Pure, or it's owned by Be Pure. So just wanted to mention that. But this one was in the scent Blueberry, and so that's why I chose it over the other ones. I had been seeing these little Boba Milk Tea lip glosses for a while and wanted to try them out, so I grabbed one. And as you can see in the bottom of the bottle, it had these little boba pearl looking things in it, so I thought that was really cool. This was more of a fun product than anything because it did look like a boba milk tea. But yeah, so I used this up actually in maybe like 2 or 3 days, literally, because whenever you put this on, it seems to disappear from your lips almost immediately. So I was like constantly putting this on. I think it was actually exactly 3 days that it took me to use this up. So I just kept it on me at all times and used it as my lip moisturizer. It wasn't super moisturizing. Again, it's not a very practical product. This was just more of like a fun product that I used up pretty quickly. Would I repurchase this? Probably not. I got to experience it. I used it up, and I think I'm just going to move on from it. But it was nice to experience this and see what it was like. I do plan to purchase more products by Be Pure and Be Color, but probably not this one. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Clean Classic perfume. This is the original version. Really, really good. One of my favorites. And this is a perfume that I like to keep in my collection. So this is one that I will more than likely purchase again. Love it. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was this Strivectin neck cream. This was just okay in my opinion. I really expected more from this since it is by Strivectin, but I didn't really see any visible changes with this. Strivectin is just a brand that I trust, and I did find this on clearance at TJ Maxx, so I had got it. And I will say that I did not use this consistently. Like, I think maybe you're supposed to use this probably a couple times a day, in the morning and at night, to see visible results. And I will say that I used this very sporadically. I did not use this consistently as my daily neck cream. So if I had done that, I probably would have noticed better results. If I found this on clearance again, I would probably just repurchase it. But I am looking for the perfect neck cream. So until that time, I'm just going to kind of be using different things. But if you guys know of something, if you have any good recommendations, let me know in the comment section down below. I would appreciate it. Okay, so the next thing that was used up is this L'Oreal Paris Elvive Total Repair 5 hair mask. This is a rinse out mask, so you just put this on while you're in the shower and then you rinse it out. You can also wet your hair before you get in the shower and put it in and leave it in for longer, but I just use this in the shower. And I really like this mask. I have used this one several times. It's not one that I use every time, and even if it was my favorite, I still like to switch up my hair products because it's good to do that so that your hair doesn't get too used to your favorite products. But this is one that I think this might be the third bottle I have used of this one in the past maybe 10 years. I think the first time I used this was right after I had my daughter. So it's a really good product, but I do plan to repurchase it, but probably just not anytime soon. I'd like to use something else on my hair until I purchase that one again. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was this LA Colors Cuticle Oil Pen. This was in the rose scent. Really liked this, really enjoyed it. I love cuticle oil pens, and I know that they are pretty abundant on Amazon. However, I've read the reviews on the ones that seem to be more reasonably priced, where you get a good bit for what you pay. And those don't have the best reviews on them. And I don't really want to pay like $10 and $20 for an individual cuticle oil. And it seems like a lot of the other ones on Amazon are priced like that. So I don't want to pay that for one single cuticle oil pen. And the LA Colors brand came out with these, and I think these cost about $2 or $3. And I found mine at Family Dollar. So I bought one, really liked it. They do have some other ones that are in the scent lavender, and I'm not sure if they have another scent other than that one, but I know I've seen rose and lavender. But yeah, I used this one up and really enjoyed it and would more than likely purchase that one again. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this green tea with lemon. This is the decaffeinated green tea, and it's by Bigelow. Love, love, love green tea, especially when it's decaffeinated and especially when it has lemon in it. This box right here is always a repurchase. Love, love, love teas, especially now that we're getting into colder weather. You know I'm going to be drinking my tea all the time, so absolutely planning to repurchase that one. I do think I already have like a few boxes of that one, so I don't have to repurchase it right now, but love that tea all the time. Okay, and then the next thing I used up was the St. Ives Blemish Control Scrub. The St. Ives scrubs have always been sort of like my go-to scrub when I can't find anything better. So usually if I use one of these, it's for that reason, and that's why I got this one. I kept hearing dermatologists say that these were not the best scrubs for your face. And I kept trying to figure out why, because I didn't see any like harmful ingredients in them, not like you do in like your typical products that have lots of harmful ingredients. So I didn't really see what the problem was until a dermatologist explained that because St. Ives uses, I believe it's walnut shell powder, that can actually cause micro tears in the skin and lead to moisture loss from your face. So after this bottle, I will not go back to using St. Ives unless I'm buying this to use as like a hand scrub or a foot scrub. One of the dermatologists did say that it is good as like a hand scrub or a foot scrub, but not something you should use on your face. So won't be using this one again. Okay, next I got several facials from Dollar Tree. And let me just say that I'm not a huge fan of all of like the Dollar Tree like skincare. I do think it's a good option if you don't have any other options. However, it's not something that I really want to get into using. But as far as some of the face masks, I have found some pretty decent ones and some that have some pretty decent ingredients. And with things like that, you know, I'm open to trying those types of things at least once. So I did get several masks from Dollar Tree a while back and tried them out. And so this is the Vitamin C Brightening Sheet Mask by Miss Spa. You can find this one at Dollar Tree. This has several really good ingredients, which is what caught my attention about this brand of mask. And I didn't see too many like red flags. So I was like, I'm gonna try this one out. So tried it out, and this one actually kind of dried my face out a good bit. So I didn't really like that. I know with some facials, it's common that you put moisturizer on after them, but I kind of feel like that defeats the purpose of a facial for me because my skin is naturally dry anyway. So because I had to add on, I mean, I had to use a moisturizer after this mask. I typically will use moisturizers after a mask anyway, but I don't like feeling like I have to, if that makes sense. But because of that, I would not purchase this one again. However, I am open to trying more of the other varieties of sheet mask by the Miss Spa brand. So yeah. And then the next one that I used was another one by Miss Spa. This is the glycolic acid exfoliating sheet mask. It says helps remove dead skin cells, dirt, and oil. And in case you guys don't know, glycolic acid sheet masks are not sheet masks you should use all the time anyway. So I think most people try to limit them to more like once a week. So again, I was just trying this one time, and with there being several good ingredients in here and not a lot of really bad ingredients, then I figured I would give it a shot. And so yeah, this one worked better in my opinion than the vitamin C mask. This one did not dry my skin out, which I expected it to, with it being a glycolic acid sheet mask, especially since the other one had dried my skin out. I was like, well, this one surely is going to, but it actually did not. This one was more moisturizing than the other one. So this one was okay, and because of that, I'm definitely open to trying more of the Miss Spa sheet mask. And yeah, but will I purchase this one again? Probably not. I feel like I used it and I tried it out and I'm over it. So yeah. Plus, I have some go-to masks that I'm using right now. I actually have like one of the mask packs. It's like a box of sheet masks that you can just like pull out, almost like a baby wipe, and put on your face. And I'm loving those. So I do have some really good go-to masks right now. It's the Dewy Tree ones. So these are just kind of like more of like an experiment. So the next one was this Cocoa and Shea Butter Treatment Mask by the Rich Radiance skincare brands. This one contains vitamins A, C, D, and E. And what caught my attention about this one was another one that had a good bit of good ingredients in it, but didn't seem to have a lot of harmful ingredients in it. So tried this one out and I did really like it. This one has some shea butter in it and cocoa seed butter, vitamin C, vitamin E. Again, it's listing the vitamins that are in there. Lemon fruit extract, castor oil. It's got some good things in it. I did see phenoxyethanol pretty close to the middle of the ingredients list, which I was not a fan of. Trying to avoid that ingredient when I can, but I'm not gonna avoid it altogether. Obviously, it's in a lot of skincare products. So I would not make this my go-to mask because of that. But otherwise, it's pretty decent, and I'm open to using this one again. And actually, I know that this brand has came out with some other products that I have not found yet, so I'm open to trying those as well. So this is another sheet mask from Dollar Tree, and I believe this up here that was torn off says Way to Skin. I'm pretty sure. This is a Cica Essence mask, and it says relaxing, skin calming. Again, saw some pretty good ingredients in here and didn't see a whole lot of, red flags or anything. But I wore this one, and again, this one was not like super moisturizing or anything, so didn't really care for it. I would try the other varieties that are like this one, but as far as this one, I wouldn't purchase it again. And then I also used this one right here. This is a firming collagen face mask. It says infused with pomegranate and caffeine, and this is by the BioMiracle brand. There's a good bit of these at Dollar Tree. I think I'm open to trying some of the other varieties, but as far as this one, wouldn't get it again because it also sort of dried my skin out and left a little bit of redness, so wasn't a fan of that. I think this is the last, no, actually this is probably not the last facial in here, but I believe it's the last Dollar Tree facial. So this is by the Spa Life brand. This is sugar and rosehip hydrating facial mask, and it says enriched with moisturizing rosehip extract and sugar particles to retain hydration. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when sugar is applied topically, it's actually beneficial to your skin, so that really appealed to me. However, I actually bought this mask in a pack of 3 from Dollar Tree back when everything was still $1, and I just had these sitting around. I actually had bought them for another purpose. I wasn't going to use them myself, but I ended up opening them up and deciding I would just use them myself. And this one actually was okay. I do feel like it was a little bit more watery than the other ones or mask that I'm used to, so that leads me to believe that this has more water in it than anything. So I'm not really sure how much I trust this facial, but I could be wrong. And again, this came with 3, so I know there's some more that I will probably use at some point. The Spa Life seems to have pretty good ratings on Amazon, and I know that they have like big bundle packs and stuff, and I think a good bit of people use them. So it's probably a pretty decent mask. And yeah, so this one was okay. I do plan to use the rest, but I'm not sure if I would purchase these again or not. I might would, especially if I found a pack of 3 of them at Dollar Tree, because I think they might be priced a little bit higher than that on Amazon. So maybe. Okay, so the next thing that I used up was this lemon honey drop tea by Celestial Seasonings. It says good vitamin C source, which we really like because vitamin C is great for your body and your skin. But yeah, I got this tea because it sounded appealing. I like lemon flavored things, and especially with it being lemon and honey, I was like, that absolutely sounds so good. And the packaging is always really cute on this brand of tea, so had to try this one out. Really liked it, and I believe I've already repurchased this. I know I have a box in my kitchen. I don't know if I purchased it when I purchased this one, but I know I have at least one more box, if not maybe like 2 or 3 more boxes of this one. But yeah, this one's pretty good. And again, I've already repurchased this one, so yeah. So the next thing I used up was this organic sweetener by the Pure brand. So the next thing I used up was this Pure organic sweetener. This is just stevia, and this is what I use to sweeten my tea beverages. I usually include these in here because I'm sure people are wondering, if I'm drinking tea, what am I sweetening it with so that it still contributes to my overall wellness? And this is what I use. These are about $5 a bottle, and I get them from Walmart, and these are always a repurchase at this time. If I find a better option, then I might switch to a different brand or a different type of stevia, such as packets or just whatever else I find. But so far, this is what I'm using right now. Okay, I also wanted to include this. I'm not trying to turn this into like a grocery empties video or anything like that, but this is actually not tea. It's a sipping broth. However, it's in the form of a tea bag, so I thought that was really cool. And you can get 3 of these in a pack from Dollar Tree, and sometimes I make a whole meal off of these. Like, I will literally just drink this and be so full, and then I go to bed, and I love this. So yeah, these are really good, and I also feel like these contribute to my overall wellness. So because of that, and because it was in a tea bag, and I just think it's a really interesting product, I wanted to share it with you all. But yeah, really like these. I'm super stocked up on these. I have many, many bags of them in my pantry. So yeah, that one is always a repurchase. So next is this Herbal Essences Sulfate-Free Honey and Vitamin B Shampoo. My daughter and I both use sulfate-free shampoos, and I had found this on clearance, I think. And it was one of the cheaper options of the sulfate-free shampoos at Walmart, and I was just needing to grab something. And so I got this one. It got the job done, but it's probably not going to be a repurchase for me. Okay, so here's another product by the Rich Radiance brand. This is Cocoa Butter Cleansing Wipes. Again, these also contain the vitamins A, C, D, and E. Really like these. I buy all types of makeup wipes. And again, not super keen on using some of the skincare products from Dollar Tree as far as like moisturizers and cleansers and eye creams and things like that. I just don't want to put that on my skin. If I had to, I might would, but I just don't really want to do that. But however, I will say that if I was going to use those products, if they were by the Rich Radiance brand, I feel like I would feel more comfortable, because I know so far, like, these products that I have used have had pretty decent ingredients for the most part, or at least better than the other options I have found at Dollar Tree. So, and again, like I said, they have come out with some things that I haven't found yet that I would like to try. So yeah, I like this brand for the most part, and these wipes work okay. I don't know if they're the absolute best at removing makeup. I'm not going to say they are, because these are more moisturizing than anything. But in my opinion, most of the ingredients are better in these than the other makeup wipes at Dollar Tree. Okay, so the next product I used up was this L'Oreal Paris Feria hair color. This one was the M26 Violet Eclipse color. And I don't know if I have showed the empties for the empty box for the blue hair dye that I did earlier. I think it was back in it was in September, I think, when I dyed my hair blue. I don't remember if I talked about that on my channel or if I even showed an empties box. Or I don't think it's in this one. Actually, I haven't filmed an empties for months. So, I think it was before September when I posted my last video. So, I think actually that hair dye was one of the empties that didn't make it into this video, because I can't remember what happened to that box. I think it actually got destroyed while I was dyeing my hair. It was one of the Splat hair dyes. So let me go ahead and talk about that one for a minute, since I remembered it. I dyed my hair blue using a couple of different Splat colors that I mixed together. It turned out so beautiful, and I was totally in love with it. However, Splat makes a huge mess when you use it. So if you use Splat, be very, very careful, because it's named that for a reason, I'm telling you. But yeah, I believe that box got completely destroyed, which is why it's not in the video. And it took all of that thought process for me to remember that. So yeah, Splat is one that I would potentially repurchase, but again, I'm not crazy about it because of the mess that it makes. And mine did fade over time. It didn't fade super quick, but it did eventually fade a good bit. So Splat is okay. I might would use that one again, and I might not. You know, I'm kind of undecided at this point. But anyways, after I had dyed my hair blue, a while later, actually it was on Halloween, I used this color and dyed my hair again. I did like it. It just wasn't what I was going for. So I think the next time I dye my hair, I'm going to do something like this, but much darker. And I'll probably go to a professional just to get it how I want it. But as far as the Faria hair dyes, I do like them. And I would more than likely repurchase them. So I used 2 boxes of that hair dye, and I think I just saved 1 box. So obviously I got 2 of the Faria conditioners that came in the boxes. And typically I wash my hair about once a week. And so this conditioner, I actually just finished using it. It actually lasted me a really long time, which I was really shocked by because I have really long hair and I have to use a lot of conditioner. But this lasted me for a while and I still have 1 left. And yes, I absolutely love these little conditioners right here. I wish they would come out with like a full-size bottle. But anyways, so next is this Whispering Wildflowers Herbal Tea by the Bigelow brand. This one says plus L-theanine supports stress relief and relaxation. When I tell y'all this is one of the best teas I have ever had in my life, I'm so glad that Bigelow came out with this tea. So it's got ingredients of chamomile, rosebuds, hibiscus, lavender, licorice root, butterfly pea flower, tulsi, L-theanine, passion flower, orange blossom, natural rose flavor with other natural flavors, rose hips, apple pieces, elderberries, and raspberries. Oh my goodness. This tea was so delicious. And it's got the L-theanine in there. If you don't know, L-theanine is just I think it's an amino acid. It comes from green tea and it's very calming. So really, really good. L-theanine can be extracted and used in other ways, such as, you know, added to other things like this tea. You can also take it as a supplement. Love L-theanine, and this tea was just amazing in every way. I gave it to one of my coworkers when I was at work. I think yesterday I gave her individual pack of this, and she absolutely loved it. She was telling me all about this morning that she drank some before bed last night and she slept so well. And she's a person who actually drinks a lot of caffeine throughout the day. So I think that says a lot. Personally, I can't do any caffeine because there's no calming down for a while if I have it. But yeah, this is a lovely, beautiful, beautiful tea. I love the way this tastes. It smells good. And again, really good for you and very relaxing. I highly, highly recommend this. And I have definitely already repurchased this. Absolutely love it. Okay, so next I used up a Suave deodorant in the fresh scent. Really like Suave deodorants. They're cheap and they work. Okay, this is actually another mask that I got from Dollar Tree that I forgot about. This is another one that I had sitting around for a long time, and I had purchased this one for my own personal use because the Yes2 brand has really good products with really good ingredients. So this was absolutely a score to find this at Dollar Tree. I had this one for a really long time and did not use it. So actually, whenever I opened this up, it was completely dry. It had dried up. However, all I did was run it under the water and the faucet in the sink, and I feel like it just kind of like reactivated it. Because when I put it on, I could like feel it working. It describes the feeling on the back. But yeah, this is just an eye mask, and yeah, really like this. Now, if I find Yes2 products at Dollar Tree, more than likely I'm definitely going to buy them because they're pretty safe if you ask me. So this is the packet that these little bags come in. I had put this in here as well to show you guys what it looked like. But yeah, you get 3 to a pack and you can get them at Dollar Tree. They are really, really good. And I didn't tell you guys what all is in them, but it's just different like herb ingredients, and it's just a really good like chicken broth flavor with some other flavors added in. And I like to add a little bit of adobo powder to mine and maybe like lemon. Really, really good. Love this so much. Y'all definitely need to try it. So the next thing I used up were these Vital Hydra Solution Dr. Jart mask. Absolutely love these so much. I got these on clearance at TJ Maxx and really, really loved these. They actually worked so good. Really good ingredients. And Dr. Jart is highly recommended by many, many people. Lots of good reviews. Really love this one. And I am considering doing some review videos on just like masks in general. And if I do, I'm thinking about doing a video on these specifically just because they're so good. Really like these. Dr. Jart is definitely a repurchase, including these, and I would also love to try the other varieties as well. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this white rose water. It says for face, skin, and hair, herbal and organic, purifying, anti-aging, balancing. Love rose water mist. However, upon re-inspecting these ingredients in here more recently, I do feel like there's better options on the market simply because this has some things in it that I'm not super crazy about, but for the most part, this was pretty decent. I just feel like they could have went without the phenoxyethanol. However, it is very close to the end of the ingredients, which means there's less of that in here than these other ingredients. So it's not super terrible, but if I could find something that had the majority of this without that, then that's what I would buy in place of this one. But this one was okay. And this one had a sprayer on it. So I actually had another toner I was wanting to use that didn't have a spray thing on the top of it, and I actually took that off and put it on the other bottle of the other toner I'm wanting to use. It's just how I prefer to do my toners is with the spray. I don't like to pour them onto a cotton ball. I just feel like that's wasteful, and you're spending unnecessary money on the cotton balls. Like, I just think that's a waste. So I definitely repurposed the sprayer that was in that bottle. Okay, so here's another Suave deodorant that I used up. Absolutely loved the Everlasting Sunshine fragrance in this because if you've been following my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of like sunshine notes and sunflower notes. I believe this was a little bit of both because it is named Sunshine, and if you don't know, sunshine notes are a thing in fragrance, and sunflower notes are equally as good. I love both of them. I will say, I think sometimes sunflower is used to create a sunshine note, so that could have been the deal here. But either way, really liked that one. And I will more than likely repurchase that one just because I like the scent. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Liquid Pearl Luminescent Serum by the OGX brand. I bought this a long time ago and just wanted to use it up. This wasn't anything special, and when I was using this up, I don't recall seeing any of the glitter that's in here in my hair. It's more of like, well, I wouldn't say it's a glitter. It's more of a shimmer powder. I don't remember seeing this in my hair. Now, when I bought this like 5 or 6 years ago and was using it, there might have been some then, but I don't distinctly remember that. So this wasn't anything special. This just kind of felt more like a hair gel than anything, and I don't know, not a repurchase at this time. Okay, and then I have another Arm & Hammer product. These are the deodorant towelettes. Love having these on hand. Obviously, these are not used to replace a shower or anything like that, but these are really good for freshening up with. So really like these. I probably use these up back during the summer, but I still like to keep them on hand year round. But yeah, I really love deodorant wipes, especially the Arm & Hammer ones. Okay, and then I have this Patchology Flash Patch Restoring Night Eye Gels. I actually don't remember if I really liked these particular ones, but I have used their other ones. I'm probably have them here actually, but it's the ones that are similar to this. This is like a face mask. It's something rosé. But yeah, they have some eye patches like this, and I remember using those and really liking them. But I think I really liked these when I used them as well. So the Patchology eye gels are a repurchase for me. I just haven't repurchased any yet, but I do like them, and I would consider repurchasing them. However, there's other ones that I would like to try. So this is not one that I would rush out to repurchase because I'm actually wanting to try the Pixie brand ones. And if you guys have used the Pixie brand ones, let me know. Also, if there's any other ones that you have used that you really like, let me know in the comment section down below. That being said, the other thing that I used up were these Patchology sheet masks. I ended up getting a really good deal on these because I found a pack of 4 for $3 and something. I think this did have all 4. It could have been missing one, but I think it had all 4 of them when I found it. And I got them for $3.49, so I was excited about that. However, I think I've gone through 2 packs of these at this point, and these are not superior to the ones that I'm using now. So I'm not going to repurchase these. I would much rather use what I have or try something different. However, like I said, they're eye patches that are in this like variety. Again, it's like something rosé, but the sticker's covering it up. But they're on their website. I would definitely consider repurchasing the eye mask. However, don't really care for this that much. Or like the little eye gels. I would repurchase the eye gels, I believe. But as far as the sheet mask, I think I'm over this, and I don't think I'm going to repurchase it again. Okay, so the next thing, this wasn't really a product that we used up, but my daughter had a jade facial roller that she actually broke. So I had one of these just kind of like in storage, just laying around. So I actually got it out and gave it to her. I don't know, she may have already broke that one too. But anyways, I just thought I'd include this one in here because it is one of the Dollar Tree jade facial rollers. And I know that people love seeing other people's Dollar Tree purchases. So I wanted to include it for that reason. And it's kind of an empty. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing I used was these Kiss Jewel press-on nails. I did have some in here that was left over. So I've never included any of my boxes of nails before because there's usually some that's left over. But I decided that I would start including my press-ons sometimes. And with these particular ones, I do not plan to use these that's left over in the box. I will find some other purpose for them, whether it's giving them away or, you know, whatever, because there are people that can use them. I could drop them off at a thrift store or something, but I'm done with them. So that's why I included them in my empties. Okay, so next, I have a Pixie skincare product. These are called Skin Treats. It says Botanical Collagen Tonic to Go with Acacia Collagen and Peptides. Now, these were absolutely amazing. So these were kind of like, well, they're just what they say. They're toner pads. Or does it say that? It says volumizing toner, and then it says that it's pads. So yeah, they're toner pads. So they're toner pads. That's what I call them anyway. So it's basically like a toner, and you've got your little like pads that are soaking in here, and totally amazing. I know I said earlier that I prefer to spray my toner, but that's whenever it's purchased in a bottle and it's just toner. If it's pre-made like this, then that's completely different. Because these ingredients were amazing and this product worked wonders. I absolutely loved these so much, and these would absolutely be a repurchase for me if I found them. Like I said, there's other Pixie products I want to try too, and obviously other toners I would like to try as well, but I'm pretty sure if I found these again that I would buy them. And I got this particular container from Ross. Okay, so the next thing that was used up is this Bubble Slam Dunk Hydrating Moisturizer. This was my daughter's. She's all into the Bubble skincare trend. So I had to get it for her, and she used it up and then some because the thing is completely gone. But yeah, she really liked this and she wants more Bubble, so I will consider getting it for her. Okay, and then the next thing I used up, I have seen this brand maybe one other place, and I think it was like maybe in an online ad or something. I'm not sure, but I had never heard of this brand before I purchased this. This is just a hair oil that I found at TJ Maxx, and let's see, on the front it says Barasu, Patua, and maybe Maki. I'm not sure if I pronounced any of those the right way. But I wanted to point that out because in the ingredients list, there were many oils that I had never even heard of or seen. And I feel like that's kind of rare for me because I'm pretty experienced with like a lot of beauty care products. So it says nourishing hair oil, but I actually use this as a cuticle oil, and I just wanted to try it out on my cuticle since it had like, all these different ingredients and new oils that I had never seen before. So yeah, I just use this as a cuticle oil. Okay, and then this is just a small toothpaste that we used up. Another small toothpaste small toothpaste by the same brand. And the reason I usually have several of these in my empties is because, like, you know, like when you have a child, like sometimes they just lose their toothbrush or they drop it or something happens to it, and I'm quick to just go purchase another one for my daughter. And instead of paying $1.25 at Dollar Tree, you can actually go to Dollar General and they have a combo pack of like a toothpaste and a toothbrush for only $1. So, or they did have it. I don't know. I know like around here they've like updated the Dollar Generals, and I didn't see it the last time I went in there. So I don't know if they just sold out or didn't have them anymore, but that's what this is from. Okay, here is the Patchology eye gels I was talking about earlier. So yeah, it's the, let's see, does it have, it just says Rosé eye gels, but I'm pretty sure that there's like a name. Maybe it's just served chilled rosé. I thought there was more to this name of these Patchology mask and eye gels, but maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so these were really, really good. And these are some that I would definitely be open to using again. Okay, and then I have another little toothpaste that we used up. And I have another container of the Pure Organic Sweetener. And then I have one of my favorite perfumes of all time. This is by the Hollister California brands. And let's see if it says on the... no, it does not have the name of the fragrance. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I love this fragrance. I love keeping it on hand. I mainly use this one more during the months when the weather is warm or hot. This is especially comfortable during hot weather. I don't wear it much once it gets cold, but this is one that I absolutely want to have in my collection forever because it's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. So this has already been repurchased. I had a larger bottle of this in storage, just waiting in case I used this one up, and I knew that more than likely, inevitably, I would. So, yeah, I already repurchased this one. Love it. Again, I'll try to put the name on the video somewhere. Okay, and so the next thing I used up was another perfume. This is another one of the Clean Classic perfumes. This is in the scent Cool Cotton. Really liked this, but I also have, I believe it's the Warm Cotton version, which I think I like better. I think this is the one that... I did like it, but I didn't like it more than the other one. So I actually just kind of stuck with this one and used it up because I knew that I wasn't going to repurchase it. So, yeah, so that's the story behind this one. But I did like it. However, it's not a repurchase. But yeah, use that one up. And then this is another product that I had for a really long time. This is the Nail Medic Bamboo Cream Hydrating Cuticle Cream. And this is by the Pretty Woman brand. And I bought this many, many years ago. I think I might have bought this 6 years ago. And I had used a good bit of it. And I found it recently and had just a little bit left. So I used it up. And then it's a cream. So it was kind of like all around the walls of the bottle. And I tried really hard to get that off there, but I got as much as I could. And then I filled it with just a little bit of water and shook it up and poured it out onto my hands and just kind of used it as a toner for my hands. But this is, it's just like what it says. It's just a hydrating cream. I didn't really notice anything off the wall or super amazing about this. But, yeah, I used this up. I don't know if they even still make this because, like I said, it's been about maybe 6 years since I purchased this. So yeah, but I would like to try, if they have other products like this, I would like to try them. But yeah, so that's all of my empties. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is probably going to be one of my last videos before the end of the year. I do plan to do some videos on how many like perfumes and fragrances I used up throughout the year. And also maybe lip products and nail products as well. So if I have any more empties before the end of the year that fall within those categories, then I'll probably just include them in those videos and may or may not include them in my next empties video, which will more than likely be in the new year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.